This is Professor Michael Chapman. I'm one of the most experienced IVF doctors in Australia. I believe that an important part that I can contribute is to educate patients in relation to fertility, infertility, and all that involves. These series of podcasts help to educate you. I hope they are helpful to you. If you wish to know more, however, I'm more than happy to have you contact me via email, which is profmchapman@gmail.com, or make an appointment to see me on 9138 4222. In terms of other topics, today, why don't we talk about women aged 45 plus. So, if you get to 45 years of age, and you want to have a baby. Unfortunately, I'm seeing a number of patients in this age group who have either not found a Mr. Right and therefore looking for donor sperm, or they have found Mr. Right, but only in the last year or two or three. Or they're a couple whose careers, financial position has meant that they really just put off making the decision to have a baby. The problem is that nature is not kind to women once you get over the age of 45. It's bad enough over the age of 40 as egg quality deteriorates. We actually have evolved as a species of humans where 300 years ago, the average lifespan was only 40 to 45. Today, with all of the modern developments of simple things like antibiotics, but all the medical treatments that we now have, sanitation is another major influence. We're living much, much, much longer, but nature hasn't kept up with that. That the ovaries were designed, the eggs in the ovaries were designed to be not useful after the age of 45, 50, and the menopause then comes into play. Should there be no hope for these women at 45 plus? I know I have colleagues in clinics who patients who make appointments, just turn them away because they think it's not worth the effort. I have a different view. There are pregnancies, albeit few and far between, but in fact, more than just the pregnancy, it's the process of trying. That even though the odds are stacked hugely against a woman at 45 plus having a baby, if when you get to 55 or 60 or even earlier and you turn around and go, I didn't even try when there was a chance. I read about women in their late 40s having babies, and yes, they do. Most of them, particularly the high profile actresses, singers, I'm thinking of people, Janet Jackson, for instance, what they don't tell you is they were using a young woman's eggs. So there is an option there to give you a baby, but it may not be with your eggs. Anyway, going back to the patient coming and sitting in front of me at the age of 45 and saying, I want to have a baby. I certainly will do everything possible, but I also need to be totally realistic.
And don't forget that you can access all the previous episodes by going to our website www.theivfjourney.com and select IVF Journey podcast from the navigation menu.